And as Tim said, 11 great ambassadors. John was trying not to blush there. You were one of the chosen 11.
Oh my God! Like I said, I feel like I got the golden ticket on the Willy Wonka factory here. I work in tourism an awful long time, and I've always wanted to go to Irish Fest, and I'm just delighted to have the opportunity to go this year. I'm really looking forward to it.
And being an actual real life Irish person, you'd be treated like royalty.
I just love your accent. I talk all day, so I don't mind. Yeah, it's great.
But I mean, from your point of view, from the point of view of the Burren Eco Tourism Network, this is for everyone going, a huge opportunity to promote the various kind of tourism patches they're looking after within Clare, and it'll be the same for you guys.
Yeah, 100%. And I suppose on the back of winning I have to name drop here, our Irish Times Best Destination in Ireland to Holiday. Yeah, I mean, it's just perfect timing. It really is, and it just gives us so much to talk about. And I'm so proud to be part of the Burren Eco Tourism Network. I'm a director of it, and I've worked many years with Dool and Twain Ferries, and recently now I have more time to spend on the Burren, promoting the 67 members in its various formats, whether it's food producers or activity providers or accommodation. And what works so well for the Burren is that we are a very strong network, so we do promote the whole region, and we're working with the cliffs or the bigger operators to bring the smaller members along with us. And I do think that North Clare has, obviously the golden nugget with the Cliffs of Moher, but the Burren has so much to offer, and when people actually realise what else is going on there, it's fantastic, and we'll be definitely pushing people. One of the things Sean said actually when we were talking about, how we're going to talk up Shannon and the different ways we can talk about it is, try get people to land in Shannon and leave from Dublin. Why not? It's so much less intimidating to land in Shannon, get on the road. You've got the beautiful Bunratty only down the road. For years I had a B&B in Doolin, and I'd have my American guests saying, can I check in at 10 o'clock in the morning? And I'd be still serving breakfast.
Yeah.
So I'd say, not a great idea. Excuse me, you'll be a bit tired. You know what you do? Have your breakfast in Bunratty. It's only out the road. And then they'd be in much better form by the time they get to do it. You're
They've already begun their holiday then. So you begin it more or less straight away.
Absolutely. Yeah. But, then you've got people arriving in Dublin and trying to leave Dublin. I mean, I'm an ex-Dub, so I'm allowed to give out about it. Trying to leave Dublin at any time of the day, and then having done that journey over the Atlantic as well. I mean, it's not the best way to start your holiday. So I mightn't be so blunt about it when I'm telling our visitors, but I can't wait to kind of showcase how great it is to land in the West, and you've just started your holiday from the minute you get off the plane. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
And Joan, you mentioned the 67 different businesses or people involved with the Burren Eco Tourism Network. I mean, when you're promoting all of this, you're going to have your hands full trying to promote all of those across the 4 days at the Milwaukee Irish Fest. But I'm sure with some of the brands, the food producers, they're internationally known anyway.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I mean, one of the big new developments in the Burren, the UNESCO Cliffs of Moher and Burren Geopark, is Geo Foods. And so we have several of our members at Galloway Cave and St. Tola's and the Burren Smokehouse. As you say, there are internationally known brands anyway. And now we have the backing of, these a global brand like Geo Foods that promotes food that's sourced and produced in a UNESCO Global Geopark around the world. So we have the backing of that as well. And it's just fantastic to have those, as you say, well-established brands to bring in the newer ones as well, and let people know that we do sell globally, but we always think locally. So, you might go into, Sean's restaurant or Sean Davern's Cathaoirleach Fort, for example, but you'll be eating St. Tola's cheese and having Burren smoked salmon, and it's all produced locally, and people love that story. They love the connectivity of the families and the Burren Gold being produced down the road. I have this lovely image in my head between Sean Davern's Carraconnell and Nuala Mulqueeney's out in Galloway Cave. They produce the cheese using Sean's cow's milk. So I have this picture in my head of Sean herding the cows down the street to get them to Nuala. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but it's a nice story.
It's an interesting take on the collaborative process there.